Hi everyone, it's Amy with Living My Beloved Life, and I am going to do my first tag. It is Pay It Forward. I'm looking down because I'm reading. It's Pay It Forward from Megan. Her channel is Allie Doodles, and she created her own tag called Pay It Forward, and it was really struck me. And so this is, I guess, also a good way for you guys to get to know me a little bit. So I'm going to look down. She had 10 questions. Question number 1, have you ever been the recipient of a random act of kindness? And my answer would be yes. I'm sure I have many times, but I can't think of an exact moment, instant that I can describe for you, unfortunately. But I feel like I live a blessed life, and I'm really fortunate, and so I know that people are blessing me every day with random things, and I do say thank you all the time. So, 2, have you ever paid it forward, not necessarily to a person, and if so, how? So, I do believe in paying it forward and doing acts of kindness for others for no reason, and uh, I'll explain how I really do that now in my life later with some of the other questions. But as I look back on my life, even when I was much younger, in my early 20s, um, my older brother had a friend, a female friend, not a girlfriend, just a female friend. Um, and to be honest, I never even liked this girl. But she had a couple of small children. She fell on some hard times, and it was like, then my brother would tell me, "Oh, you know, all of her socks have holes. Every time I see her, they have holes." And so I just went and bought socks. Not because people should have clean socks and not have holey socks, and I knew she didn't have the money for it. Even with her, and I did that several times with things that would come up and just randomly he'd say, and I would buy them and give them to him and say, "Here, give this to her." Even so much her refrigerator broke, and she had 3 children under the age of 3 because she had twins. And so I sent my brother money and said, "Here, go buy her a refrigerator." And I was in my early 20s, but I really felt like that was vital to her family, regardless of whether I personally really liked her as a person or even agreed with her lifestyle. I felt like that was really important and important for her children. So I did that. So, yeah, uh, paying it forward is always really important, even with socks and underwear, as I did for her a few times. Number 3, describe the most selfless act you've ever witnessed. Oh my gosh, I don't. Again, this is one I don't know of a single selfless act. Again, I feel I live a blessed life, and I'm surrounded by really great people for the most part. And so, a single act, I just don't know that I can think of one. I volunteer at a soup kitchen, which I'll talk more about later, and I've seen some really kind things happen there, and for no other reason than just for people to give to those that really need some help. So I've seen several of those. There was a gentleman that was on the streets and ex-military and just having a hard time, and a couple of gentlemen got together and started taking him to AA meetings and helped him get a job, which then helped him move on and get an apartment. They did all those things for him, so much so that when he did finally pass away, I didn't even know it, but the truck that he was in the process of purchasing was actually in the name of one of these gentlemen. Just really incredible, kind giving for just the purpose to help someone else. And it was really, really neat to see. And I'm grateful to know these men. All right, number 4. Do you believe in karma? Yes, very much so. I believe in the saying, it is in giving that you receive. So, as I give, I will receive. Yes. Gosh, that makes me so emotional. I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, moving on. Number 5. Name 3 people who you consider to be pay it forward role models. One I would definitely say is these 2 gentlemen specifically that helped another gentleman that was homeless for a while. Scott just has the biggest heart and really wants to help others. So yeah, Scott is definitely one. Another one is a role model for me is Mother Teresa. I just think, gosh, who else, really gave their lives? Well, there's lots of people, I guess, but she did so much for people in so much need. So Mother Teresa definitely is always on my list. And then number 3, I'd have to say is my boyfriend, my love, my man, Dan. He believes in giving and helping others in a way, helping them with their business, helping them with their lives. He does a very nice job of giving of his expertise to folks when they really need it, and they really need someone to believe in them, and he is really great at that. So definitely my Dan for sure. Okay, that's 3. I think I'm at number 6. Do you or have you volunteered anywhere? If so, tell us about it. Okay, so yes, I currently volunteer at a soup kitchen. It is called Mary's Kitchen, and it's here in Orange County, California. I'll give that information about myself because I think it's a wonderful, 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 amazing place. Mary's Kitchen is a soup kitchen. It's been there for over 30 years. We serve breakfast and lunch. I'm there every Saturday, helping coordinate the volunteers and helping the folks that are in need, that are there. We serve anywhere from 100 to 150 or more per meal. And we give clothes, we have showers, which is so important, and laundry facilities. And we provide all the detergents, all the soap, shampoos. We give out razors and toothbrush and toothpaste. Those things are so, so important. When you see somebody on the street and they're dirty, and so often you might think that they're there because they want to be, and they're happy with that lifestyle. And honestly, some of them are, but everybody deserves to be clean, and everybody deserves to be fed, in my opinion, regardless of what poor life choices they make. And so Mary's Kitchen, I help with providing that, and it's so fulfilling. Well, we also give clothes on the 3rd Saturday of every month. We now have a group coming in, and they're doing haircuts and makeup for the girls, and they'll sing and do face painting with children, and oh my gosh, it's just so amazing. I'm so blessed to be able to serve there, really. I've been there about 5.5 years, and it's the best way to spend my Saturday afternoons and mornings. Yeah, for sure. Um, Next, what are some of your favorite charities? Well, Mary's Kitchen, definitely number one. Um, I also have a really big soft heart for animals, so any animal shelters, um, the local animal shelters, I really encourage folks to give there if they're not interested in giving to a charity of homeless or folks in need and like that. Um, yeah, those are my two big ones. Next, if you had $1 million and had to give it to some charity and not family or friends, where would you donate it? I would donate it to Mary's Kitchen. I have a dream that Mary's Kitchen would expand and could expand so that we could have some sort of shelter where folks could come and sleep, and maybe some sort of like halfway house sort of situation. I'm not quite sure. But Mary's Kitchen is only a day kitchen, so the gates are open from 9 to 2, and then we have to send folks on their way for the night and for the day. And so my dream is that we would have some place for them to stay and sleep if necessary. So that's where my money would go for sure, to build something, find land and build. Yeah. Next, what are some ways we can teach children to pay it forward? Oh, pay it forward. I'm a teacher by day, so that's what I say, by day, or my day job is. And one thing my school does is we have something called Mitzvah Day, and so different classes have different charities, and it's fantastic. And actually, one of the classes did choose Mary's Kitchen, so they baked food for me to bring to the kitchen to be distributed, which I think is really important. And then for the kids to see what's being given and without judgment. I think that without judgment piece is really important because you never know folks' life situations, and having them do the hands-on work. So at Mary's Kitchen, we do have a lot of folks who will bring their small children, and we can even find things for them to do to help out. We have classes come. A lot of schools do encourage service work now, and quite often we have kids who, once they've come a couple of times because they have to, because they have their service hours, they'll come back. And I think that shows that they really do get the importance of doing service and the rewards of doing service, because it's not only an altruistic thing like I want to do something to help someone else, although that's absolutely important. But I think if you can share with them the reward internally, like it is a good thing to help other people. And wow, doesn't that make you feel good that you were able to help someone? So, because I think everybody's answer to that would be yes. I think really everyone wants to be helpful. So, and if you can let them get hands-on doing something and see the reward of it, that is really important. We had a Girl Scout troop who actually, really young kids, so not much in the kitchen that they could do, but we prepare sack lunches as well as hot meals, and so they came, they picked up all the sack lunches, they took them, they decorated all the sacks, and then they came back. They helped us actually fill the sacks because there was no cooking involved, and then they were there to actually hand them out. I mean, how amazing is that for them to get to see the folks that are receiving what they've done. I have several examples actually of Girl Scout and Boy Scout troops coming and doing things like that, doing battery drives and then coming and actually being the kids who hand them out. Sock drives, having them see the people they're helping, or some folks go to animal shelters. Again, I'm going to go back to animal shelters, but having that reward of taking care of something, being able to help, and talking about it. I think that's really important. Don't just do it, but talk about why you're doing it and how it's helping that person and how that person must feel with you helping them and how you feel doing that. That's how I believe you can help children. Pay it forward. And number 10, if you could create your own nonprofit or charity, what would it be? A shelter. Is that a surprise after hearing me talk so much? So, yeah, I would definitely want to do some sort of shelter, probably for men, because there is more of a need for men. That would be some sort of halfway house kind of situation that would have a place for them to live, to stay, and to offer treatment for addiction, because there is a lot of addiction, and I do see a lot of it. And I think some of them would like to get out of the cycle, and so having that option open, that's where my heart lies. So, okay, that was it. I made it through, and oh my gosh, this is so long. So I'm really sorry. I hope you did stick with me through it all, and I hope this helped you get to know me a little bit better. Again, this is Amy with Living My Beloved Life. I would love to see someone else do this tag as well. I will share Allie Doodle's information down below, so you can go back to her and you can see the questions as well. All right, thanks again. Bye-bye.